Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages, and now that a friend finally got one, we can dive into his experience. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer is thoroughly impressed with this scooter, especially considering its price point. It offers a very comfortable ride thanks to the front suspension and a seat post with some give. The wide tires really inspire confidence, making our reviewer feel secure enough to tackle various terrains. They also appreciated the well-designed battery removal system and the convenient USB port for charging devices on the go. One standout feature is the scooter's multiple mode settings, which, while initially sounding complex, offer impressive customization. This client found the ability to fine-tune the power output for each mode particularly useful for riding alongside others with different speed preferences. The powerful motor and long-lasting battery are also major pluses. The fact that this scooter folds is a bonus, even though its weight makes it a bit cumbersome to carry around. The sturdy frame, excellent front suspension, and those wonderful fat tires all contribute to a positive riding experience. The throttle is easy to operate and the gear shifter functions exactly as it should. However, what truly sets this scooter apart in this reviewer's opinion is the exceptional customer support. When our reviewer needed assistance with a minor adjustment, the company responded promptly, providing a helpful video tutorial. They even went above and beyond by sending a replacement part from China, which arrived surprisingly quickly via expedited shipping. The reviewer acknowledges the scooter is on the heavier side, making folding and transporting it a bit of a workout. Removing the battery helps though. This client feels the weight is a worthwhile trade-off for the scooter's solid build quality and price. All in all, this reviewer was not compensated in any way for their opinions, and simply felt compelled to share their positive experience with a well-made and fairly priced product, especially given the excellent support received.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer starts off by suggesting a couple of important upgrades. After using this scooter for a while, they strongly recommend swapping out the standard mechanical brakes for cable-actuated hydraulic ones. They explain that you'll get much better stopping power, less maintenance headaches, and avoid having to replace the entire system down the line. The key benefit is that hydraulic brake pads grip the rotor from both sides, which is a significant improvement. Secondly, our reviewer emphasizes the crucial addition of a torque arm, or potentially two, on the rear frame and motor axle. This is to prevent the motor axle from twisting and potentially coming loose from the dropouts. They even went the extra mile and installed one on the front tire for added security, just to be safe. This client stresses this as a serious safety concern. Looking back to their earlier experiences, after about 3 months of use, this scooter was still exceeding expectations, offering plenty of fun rides with their dog. Being on the shorter side at 54, they mentioned that they gradually raised the seat post as they became more comfortable with riding. They now consider it a wonderful investment for both their mental and physical well-being. Plus, they've found it much easier and safer to maneuver the scooter up and down the stairs. Overall, they're very happy with the purchase. The reviewer concludes by noting how much they enjoy riding around with their dog, finding it a real joy. It has brought back a sense of youthful fun and outdoor exploration.
Wonderful. Now, let's explore the feedback from our next reviewer.
This reviewer, a 62 individual with knee and back issues, was seeking an electric bike with enhanced suspension and ease of use for situations where manual pedaling wasn't possible. Thankfully, this bike appears to be a great fit. Our reviewer notes the fat tires and full suspension effectively absorb bumps and curbs. Having previous experience with e-bikes, this client was a little taken aback by the assist mode's rigidity, limiting speeds to roughly 6, 12, or 20 miles per hour. It's a different feel and requires some adjustment. Also, even on relatively smooth surfaces at top speed, a slight bouncy sensation from the suspension was noticed. That being said, the reviewer highlights the bike's hill climbing ability and overall power, emphasizing the fun factor. The battery life is considered impressive, with one full charge lasting a good amount of time. Even with a heavier rider utilizing the motor extensively on road rides, the battery indicator showed minimal charge remaining after a good ride, indicating good value. After a month and roughly 60 miles, our reviewer updated their thoughts. The bike continues to perform well, only requiring a general tightening of screws. Some minor squeaking has developed, but it doesn't impact the ride. The battery range has reduced to about 18 miles in both powered and assist modes, which seem to function nearly identically. In conclusion, this client says it's still a great bike, despite some minor drawbacks like the mushy throttle response, the difficulty of swapping out the seat due to odd sizing, and the non-adjustable handlebar height.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.